It's an RTT first. We are sitting here with NBA royalty,
the queens of the Curry dynasty.
How do y'all deal with all the ladies around y'all men?
The woman opens the car door. She goes, "Oh, honey, you know what you signed up for."
You've had people talking about you're mixed, you're not black enough.
That hurts so bad.
I see my husband maybe once every 2 weeks, and I'm like miserable right now.
I have anxiety to the point where I actually take medication, full disclosure.
Steph is like, "Will you marry me?" But I was crying, and then he's like, "Wait, will you marry me?" And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Steph seems so perfect. Does he ever lose his temper?
There's no such thing as perfect families.
There was a point where it's like, I don't want to be Sonya Curry.
Y'all deal with all the ladies around y'all men.
How do you deal with that? Stefan is like very nice by nature, and he's very talkative. He's just like you. He gets it from his mama, and so like everything's always like very, very friendly, and sometimes to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm a grown woman, so I'll just insert myself and be like, "Hello, how are you doing?"
Exactly. Right.
Like I'm okay with it now, and I've obviously, you know, like the devil is a liar, and there's always like the ladies will always be lurking,
right?
Hoping for their moment and waiting. You need to be aware of that,
right?
But for me, I honestly hate it.
Hey, what's good, my YouTube peeps? Make sure you smash that like button before watching this video. Make sure you hit that notification button, because that way you know whenever I upload a new video, you already know what it is, so you can come through and show some love. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already, because what the hell are you waiting for? So Ayesha Curry is out here admitting that she is actually panicking about her husband and famous baller Stephen Curry to cheat on her with some thought or some groupie. Can you believe that? Now, this is one baller that I've yet to hear or read anything in the blogs about him being caught up in some cheating scandal with any thought or groupie or IG model out here, not being caught in no DM, not being exposed by anybody. I mean, he is just like her, like just the perfect couple. I mean, from the outside looking in, because we don't know what goes on in these people's households, but from the outside looking in, it's like they are like made for each other. I personally think that they even kind of favor each other. At first, I was like, it's kind of creepy because they look like they're a brother and sister. Okay, now, I know that they're not, but I'm just saying. Maybe because they've been together for so long. What, they've been together since they were high school. They were high school sweethearts and eventually got married and now have a beautiful family. She just gave birth to a baby boy. So it's like, Ayesha, a lot of us are rooting for you guys and actually see you guys as couple goals. Like, if anybody wants to be like, if we're gonna be looking at anybody as couple goals, this is definitely couple goals, at least to me. Okay, no drama, no baby mama drama, no baby daddy drama, nothing. So, also Ayesha, she might be feeling a little insecure because she just had her third child. She is now 30 years old. And of course, I don't have any kids myself, but I can only imagine that having a baby changes, you know, the women's anatomy greatly from what I've seen and heard from other moms, including the women in my family, that, you know, they go through a lot of changes, including even emotional and psychological changes. Who knows? She might even be suffering from like postpartum depression, and also the fact that being that she is now older, even though 30 years old is not old, but compared to when she has her first two kids, her body is probably not snapping back as quickly as it once used to be. So she's feeling like, oh my God, you know, I've gained a little weight. My body, you know, my stomach is not as flat as it used to. I have a little bit of love handles or stretch marks or whatever it is from having these kids. And it's like, oh my God, you know, Steve might feel tempted to just go and explore his options elsewhere with some groupie or some thought. Listen, Ayesha, you have more than enough money and resources and connections that you can get the best of the best celebrity trainers, okay? You can also just go get surgery, which is what everybody else is doing. Of course, do not get anything too crazy and over the top, and then you're gonna end up looking botched up like a lot of these IG models and IG Thots, also looking like Kim Kardashian, which is a very beautiful woman, but we can say that she has had a little bit too much work done, especially her sister Chloe. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. So you can go get some, a little nip tuck here and there and tighten up whatever areas you have been really a lot of difficulty with. But just do whatever it is that you feel that you need to do to keep it tight and right for your man. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially when it keeps things spicy in the romance department and in the bedroom. So Ayesha Curry spills it all on what it's like dealing with women flocking around her hubby, Stephen Curry. The ladies will always be lurking, said Curry. Jada Pinkett Smith from Red Table Talk is gearing up for a whole new season with several exciting guests, including businesswoman and NBA wife Ayesha Curry. Now, that's another thing I have to stress, that Ayesha is not the typical bird brain trophy baller baby mama wifey. No, this woman is thinking of her future, her family's future, and she's just not sitting around looking pretty, blowing through her husband's money and taking selfies to upload it on Instagram all freaking day like we see a lot of these chicks do out here. She's actually out here grinding. She has a cooking show, she writes book, and she has her hands in several other businesses. So, if their relationship was not to work out, hopefully it does, and they last for many, many years to come. But if it doesn't work out, at least she has something to fall back on, and it's not finding herself like a lot of these women out here that they're dragging these men back and forth to court, demanding more money to support their lifestyle because their goofy asses didn't think of a future and didn't secure anything for their future nor their kids' future. So they either have to cross their fingers and hope to bag them another baller, or they'll just have to be resorting to the typical IG thought tantics. And we already know what that is, right? Information, booking info in the bio. You already know how that goes. So in a newly released clip from Ayesha's episode, the 30-year-old opened up about dealing with groupies who constantly swarm around her husband. Stephen is very nice by nature, and he's very talkative, Ayesha said. Everything is always very friendly, and sometimes to the point where I'm like, I'm a grown woman, so I'll just insert myself and be like, hello, how are you? She continued, I'm okay with it now. And obviously, the devil is a liar. While she handles the issue with grace, she explains that it still is tiring and that the ladies will always be lurking, hoping for their moment and waiting. But for me, I honestly hate it. Well, Ayesha, honey, let me tell you something, okay? Like I said, I don't know what it's like to be with a man of that stature as far as money-wise and fame, but there will always be somebody waiting for their moment. That's just something that will never, ever, ever go away. So you can forget about that. And you're gonna have to get used to it, whether you like it or not, because this is the life that you may not have asked for this. This just happened to, it just so happens to be like that because your husband is so good at what he does. So you guys have been blessed. But it is just what it is. Even if Stephen was not the baller, super rich, super famous baller, let's say if he was just your average Joe working a 9 to 5 and making 100,000 or a little bit more than that a year, and he's driving a decent car and you guys live in a nice house, you think that there's not going to be some woman at his job or on his way to work or on his way home or wherever he goes, even when he's with you, that it's not going to be checking for him? You are bugging. There's always going to be some woman wanting what you have, especially when you are doing well for yourself. That's just the way it is. It's just the nature of the business. So stop being insecure. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Your kids are beautiful. And you're just a nice couple. And even though we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but like I said in the beginning, whatever it is that you think that you are lacking or you feel that you need to tighten up and improve, I just say, hey, do your best to work on that. And if you got to change your look up a little bit, even though I don't see anything wrong with you, you're gorgeous, you're naturally beautiful, but maybe now that he's older and he's exposed, the richer that he becomes and the more, better status, the higher his status gets, the more, exclusive the circle that he surrounds himself by is going to be. So he's going to be coming across a certain caliber of women and women of all walks of life. And you probably feeling like, whoa, I didn't see this coming, or I wasn't ready for this. So women that you never thought were going to be looking his way, all of a sudden you see them, trying to slip their number to him and whisper little nothings in his ears and maybe getting a little too friendly and whatnot. But girl, that's just the nature of the business. It is what it is. And again, if you got to change your look up, or if you got to change a couple of things, or up the ante a little bit, just to keep things spicy and exciting, then do whatever it is that you feel that you have to do. And all you can do is do your best and keep up. And if he still decides that he wants to step out and fuck things up and ruin his marriage with you and put his family at stake just for kicks and giggles and for a couple of thrills here and there, cheap thrills at that here and there, then that's nothing that you can do, okay? Because you did your best and you still were a good woman and a good wife to him and a good mother to his kids. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Should Ayesha feel insecure? Is there a reason as to why she's feeling insecure? I mean, maybe you guys keep your ear more to the streets as far as the sports world goes. Maybe you guys have heard or here and there or seen here and there about Stephen Curry being caught out there with some IG thot or some scandalous groupie. I never heard of it, but who knows, right? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye. Love you.